Hello and welcome to MTDCNC India. Today we are here at one of the fastest growing aerospace component manufacturing company based out of Hyderabad, and it was started by founders from UK. And we are going to meet one of the general manager of the company, Sam, who is going to take us for the factory tour. So let's go and see this state of the art factory. So let's come inside and we are going to have the tour of this state of the art factory. Hi Sam, how are you doing?
Hi, welcome back to Aaran 1 Engineering. I'd say it's a much changed, much improved Aaran 1 Engineering from what you've seen before.
Yes.
We've definitely upscaled, so we're looking forward to showing you the improvements we've made, the growth we've done, and the investments we've made in new machinery and inspection equipment.
Fantastic. I'm really amazed with the development you have done in last 2 years. You have progressed so fast. This is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I guess even not just the last 2 years, we've just started our 8th year of business, and we're now operating from a total of 80,000 square feet facilities. We've got a special process now started, which will soon be NADCAP approved, and then we'll work with the OEMs to add their approvals to that. So it will be a real bonus to the business and our customers.
Awesome. So let's start with the factory tour.
Sure, no problem. Follow me. So we've got you've been before, everything's expanded from where we was before. So the conference room is, 3-4 times bigger than what we had before. We purposely built a lot of cabins, customer dedicated cabins. So machines are in a more temperature controlled environment. It's much more comfort for operators also. You know yourself, it can get hot in India, so we want to make the operators as much comfortable for them as possible with AC driven rooms. So we've added everything that we could never add before in our old facility, because we just never had the room, where everything from health and safety is vitally important, visual sides, and we're looking to add not just one health and safety station. We're going to add more across the facility. We've also got a games room. So we're trying to, what I remember back, and a lot of UK viewers will remember, is like social clubs in big manufacturing companies. So we're trying to put that sort of incentive into the business, so the guys and girls can enjoy after office. They can activities. We put games days on, badminton, plus we've got a gym area. And again, this is just a start. This is just a small piece that we've just started to add. Our bigger plan for this is to build something outside the facility for them all to enjoy. So, you come and do your work, and you've got something to enjoy after.
That's a really good initiative. I think healthy and creative mind is always when you are doing some sports or these kind of activities.
Exactly. They can use at the weekends. They can use after office. It's there for them to use and enjoy. Absolutely. So, and one thing we're doing in this facility, due to it's a much larger facility, is building the cabins that I just said, and we're trying to build customer cabins. So it's dedicated to certain customers. So
these cells, different cells, are dedicated to separate customers.
Yeah, definitely. So where the volume is, and or not just volume of product, but volume of different products for customer, we want the employees to understand their drawings, their quality requirements. It will be the same people machining the same jobs day in, day out. They understand all the requirements, the gauge requirements. So we feel much more strongly, and it's working well. And the customers love to come and see. They know where the product is. It's a dedicated space. New customers who are coming are asking, we want a cabin. So we know that it is working for us, definitely working for us.
I think from customer point of view also, it's a very good strategy. They know they have a dedicated team, dedicated space.
Exactly.
So you don't have to, deal with new people every time.
Yes.
They understand the customer well, the team.
This is exactly. So everything from all the way from the machine and then through to the quality. There is some checking stations we're putting in for certain jobs, on production jobs, that operators can do on the checking station at the machine, which is the same checking station that is at the customer's plant also. So we're doing like for like inspection as soon as it comes off the machine. We've just invested heavily in our new machinery, so our new 5-axis room. Again, you've seen previous, we're quite big into automation and wanting to go into that automation mode. So we invested in the first robo to go from DMG in India.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so we did. It was new to India, so we had the German engineer come. He installed it for us. He did some training with us. He did some training with DMG. So we're still marching on that automation and unmanned machining, which is quite different. You know, in India, I think we're a little bit slow in that automation and adding robots.
Yeah.
So we're trying to lead the way sort of in that because, like everywhere globally, manpower's difficult. There's no US, UK, India's no different. India's no different. So we need to go onto that automation route.
You are mostly into very high precision parts like aerospace, defense, right?
Yeah.
So you need very high precision, and in some of the critical application, automation is must, right?
Yeah.
You cannot depend on the manpower.
Exactly, and you need the quality machine as well to support that automation, especially when we're working. I guess on average we're down to 5 microns. We do work to two microns, and sometimes we've been asked to work lower.
Wow.
So it's all about selective work that you can do in that automation and in that room. But we're getting there, and it's a learning journey for us as well. You know, we know what we can do, what we can't do. We can't just put everything on the robot. But there's no doubt we see a big benefit from robots. And the operators took to it as well. We're not. Everyone always says the cliche is that it's not there to replace operators. It's not. We've got the work coming. The operators enjoy working. Our original facility where we've still got 2 robots. One operator can operate 2 robots. There's a lot more quality control checking going on because he's not having to do the general operation in the machine.
Correct.
So it gives him more time to, from a quality side, we get a much more time doing that rather than the operator loading the vise, closing the doors, pressing the start button. He's got more time to inspect the parts that are coming off. So there's definitely a beneficial side to that as well. We're not just getting the parts off faster or reducing lead times. The quality side is also much improved.
Fantastic.
So yeah,
I think you have a big portfolio of machine, like you have Indian machines also from Loki.
Yeah. Lokesh,
DMG Mori, such expensive big machines.
Lokesh, we've had a long relationship from previous year we've seen, and we're always very happy with Lokesh. That the machines, the turning machines, I've always found excellent. We do high precision aerospace engine components on there. From a range of materials from S80, S130 all the way through to the Inco 7 series and 6 series Inconel. So, and it covers everything. It's a very good, but we're upscaling now in machines. We've had a big investment with DMG recently. DMG have always been a partner for us anyway, but now we're looking, as we're growing and the more OEMs we've got coming to our facility, they also like to see the big branded machines. So yeah, of course. So we're putting that in there.
No, I totally agree with you. You have now, from last time I came, now there I can see a lot of DMG machines here.
Yeah, definitely. In the just this year we've installed 4 new DMGs. We've got a number of terminals that we're planning also, and then we're looking at 1 more milling machine with pallet loading system, which would be. There's no doubt there'll be a huge investment for Aaran 1, but we're excited about it, and now it's about crunching numbers and seeing how it will fit in the business. But yeah, watch this space.
Fantastic. Yeah. So talking about precision and automation, the quality control and quality inspection is very, very important, and that's why you have a CMM room here, and where you are also using very high quality Zeiss.
Yeah, Zeiss is all our CMMs are Zeiss. We try to stick with one brand. Again, it makes it much more simple for the operators to understand and follow through. The software is the same, interchangeable parts between the two if need be. And we've had a good partnership with Zeiss, much like DMG and Lokesh in the past. We don't like to jump from supplier to supplier. We want something that we're happy we can contact them. They react quickly to us. If we want to, our next piece of equipment, they're going to give us a good product. We know how long it would take. We've got trust in them, and especially in the quality side, that is very important. It's very important. And the quality system we're building through the center of this facility is the full quality system. So it's like the heartbeat, it's in the middle. Every product we manufacture goes to this, whether it's first off in process, final inspection, it is in there before it gets anywhere. So we wanted to build the quality system throughout the middle of the facility because it's where everything is. We can manufacture products, but everything needs checking.
Absolutely. And since you are, making the parts for such a critical sector, aerospace in the news right now these days. So we understand how important your job is.
Yes. Yeah. An aerospace part, you've got 200-300 people in the air.
Yeah.
It's got to be correct. There's no doubt about that. And we drive that into everybody. We regular training. Equality is just everything. I can't emphasize enough. Equality is everything, but not just for aerospace. We're probably shipping 90% of our products is export, so we check everything 100%, and we have to do that just to make sure it's correct. We don't want a problem globally where we've got a small issue. And it works for us. It's much more better to invest in people, take the extra time, take the extra staff, and make sure everything's 100% checked before it departs this facility.
Absolutely, I agree.
There's no doubt. And you'll see that there's huge space for us still to expand in this as well. Not just the quality machining wise. We moved into this facility. It was huge when we seen it empty, but we've got a big 10-year plan for this facility. With all the approvals we've got and things, we couldn't move into a smaller facility or same size as our old facility because we would have filled it too quickly. And the process in aerospace of getting all the approvals and customer approvals takes a long time. So we've got a huge amount of space in here. We probably can add at least, depending on what size machine, but I'd like to think between 80 and 100 more machines in this facility.
Fantastic. I think you are growing so fast. I saw last two facilities, they were also quite big, and now this one. And you have a good scope for, further expansion here.
Yeah.
And I can see a lot of new cells coming for new customers very soon.
We've added two major, just this year, OEMs we've added approvals for. Before the year end, there'll be a third major OEM added. And we're getting visits and requests a lot from. So we're strong in that market. Although we're relatively new, people are starting to know of Aaran 1.
Fantastic. So many millions of people will be watching this, even outside India. So what kind of companies, you're looking for, which you want to work with?
Precision components in all markets. We're definitely, one of our strong points we're looking, or one thing we want to move into more, is medical device manufacturing. So this facility is approved for medical device manufacturing. We see that India still imports a lot of medical devices and doesn't manufacture enough itself. So we're keen to start looking at the medical device manufacturing side. We've got enough space now, we can put a dedicated clean room to support the medical device manufacturing side. But precision components, our biggest growing market is probably in the oil and gas. And the tolerances in there, 2-3 microns.
Wow.
So sometimes it's aerospace is that everyone wants to strive towards the aerospace, but sometimes you go to these other markets and you realize they're much more complex components, especially in the sensor side. Everything's about reading the sensor side components, whether that's surface finishes, hole tolerance, general tolerances. It's a much tighter tolerances than some general aerospace components.
Fantastic. So what is this DMG high production?
So these are 3 new HMCs we installed this year. I say with great difficulty because we had to pretty much remove the side of the facility to get them in.
Okay.
But again, we're looking at pallet system, twin pallets, so slightly automation. We go in with, our plan is to 0 point systems, so quick change, fixtures, vices. So we've gone for a 5th axis 0 point tombstones and we've got 2 tombstones for every machine. We've got 2 500 pallets and 1 400 pallet. Each one of these have 1 degree rotation on the pallet as well. So really it's like a 4th axis.
Fantastic.
And these are the first HMCs we've had. We always wanted a HMC, but you've been to our old facility, there just wasn't the room to put them in. So again, DMG came to us with a proposal for these, and we snapped the hand off. There was no doubt. There's 70 bar pressure. We can cut all materials on those. High torque spindles, HSK 63.
So what kind of parts you're producing right now on these machines?
Everything. So, non-aerospace, aerospace. But they're new. We're actually learning. We're learning how to use them correctly. It's a learning curve for us as the first HMC. So, yeah, they're new. So we've got a mix of products going on, just really so everyone understands how they work, the best way to work, sister tooling, how can we get the most automation. My plan is to have a tombstone full with vices. So okay. The plan is to get 12 vices on each tombstone. And once we go through the learning process of how the machines run and everyone's happy, that's where we want to get to. And we want to load 12 pallets or fixtures, and let it run for 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on the product.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you train your employees? Do you have any system, what kind of...
We're always training. We're whether that's from the manufacturing side to the quality side, we're always doing training camps. It's it may sometimes get boring and repetitive for the operators, but whether it's root card training, making sure root cards are a thing, but everything's critical because we need traceability from the quality side. So it's important they fill the correct details. And then the manufacturing side, we get support from the OEM. So DMG will support us. We use Mastercam. Mastercam will come and support us. We've got one person we get from Anthony Gill from the UK, who will come and help us support with, different product training, whether that's machining strategy, and we have regular visits from him from the UK. So, and we've done that for a number of years.
Well, definitely, because, you have a good, talented team, but you have to keep upskilling them.
Yeah.
More and more you are getting into complex and precise.
Upscaling the team is the most, continuity we want from the team. So, and the best way is to do is bring your people in and train them and make them better.
Correct.
Upscale them. There's no doubt about that. So it's the way forward.
I think that's really good to know that you said you are always training. You have a great system to keep upskilling your engineers.
Yes. Yeah. It's not just the training in the machine, it's the training across everything, whether that's health and safety, driving that into them, what's needed, and keep pushing that side. And we have an influx of new people and they'll go through the same. And then the older people will then give the same training again. So we're trying to bed it into their head.
And also you create new leaders from this team, right?
Yeah.
They further train than their younger.
All our seniors have been with us for quite some time and normally started from a junior level. So it's very rare we pull in any leaders from outside. Most have been with us for quite some time. We've got a core team, trustworthy. They're still learning it because we're quite a young, India's a young population anyway.
Yes.
And Aaran one's employee is quite young. So we keep pushing them and training them, and they're coming on and they'll get to where we need them to be. But you can never stop. There's always some new product we can show. We get a lot of the tool manufacturers we bring in. We'll ask to come in for a couple of hours. Can you give some tapping training, drilling training, milling training? And they're all supportive. That they can't do enough. We're using their products, so they'll come in and support, and we get the best of the products from them. We get the best tool live. It is very important, and they can share the new products with the team. Not everyone here will look in the book or know what new products come. So it's important that we work with our suppliers and keeping the suppliers in and giving that training to the people.
So no, definitely, company culture is, of utmost important, and you have created a really good culture where, young engineers are so excited to learn new things and,
Yeah.
and do experiment.
It,
Uh,
I think, yeah, they are excited. Engineering's tough. Engineering's tough, and India's got a market of IT industry that a lot of people want to move to IT. But I love engineering, so I said previous we take a lot of people on that we can upskill that perhaps not got that education. They're not going to go into IT,
Correct.
but we can make them an engineer. We'll start in the deburring. We'll move them onto machine operating. We'll move them to machine setting, and we could do it. And it doesn't happen in 1 month or 6 months. It may take a few years, but they become loyal to your business also. You give them the opportunity, you help train, you've upscaled their skills, and they become very loyal. They're much more loyal to your business.
But that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. The more loyalty we have, the more stabilized production system is there in the company.
Correct.
So what is these are other cells from different customers.
Yeah, so these are different cells for different customers. We've got machine monitoring systems as well for individual cells, so we can see the production, what's coming off per shift, how much spindle utilization, and we have this for each individual cell. And the reason we do that for each individual cell rather than a complete factory is we don't want to punish everybody if somebody's having a bad day.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to break down and see. So if we're giving bonuses and things, we want to see who's doing okay. We don't want a couple of people to drive everyone down and lose out. So it gives us a much more visibility that we can see where there's an issue. We can find out what the problem is. Is it a machine problem? Is it a tooling problem? Is it, what's happening? We can react quickly and then help support and get them back to where we need to be.
So it is also, easier for you to do the root cause analysis if there is any issue.
Correct.
That particular.
So we get a report after every shift, so we can quickly see and find out what the issue is, and rectify it and move on.
So monitoring, talking about these, you are taking all the data set. Talking about the Industry 4.0, how ready are you as per Industry 4.0?
I guess we're getting there. This is small parts we're taking. We're just installing a new ERP system. We've got the machine monitoring system. Then the ERP system we can start. Once we're happy, we've only just started to implement it, but we've got barcode system and things we can start to add. So we're moving up that, and I guess the robots is part of that as well. So we're moving into that slowly but surely. It's been around for a long time now. I'm sure, 5.0 is not far away. Yes. So by the time we get to 4.0, then we'll probably need to add and move to 5.0.
It goes on and on.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's manufacturing and machines and tools and quality equipment. There's always something better that comes along.
Correct. Definitely. So this is a 5-axis booth for you.
Yeah. So this is a purpose-built 5-axis booth we've built. We've got the 2 DMGs and 1 UMC. We built it in a dedicated room. So what we did, we had to position the machines. We've then built the room around. We've added the ACs to give it a more temperature-controlled environment. And then we've added the robot. This is, again, we've discussed already how much we see automation's important. And automation with DMG, with the HMCs, we see that with the robot, and we want to move into that. Or unmanned machining, or, we'll have 2 operators, 3 machines, and we can get, maybe 8 hours production from a robot loading system, which is like the long-term goal aim is to get a job and let it run the full ship without anyone handling anything.
Fantastic. So what kind of components you are manufacturing in these machines?
So everything. So from aluminiums through to exotic alloys. The DMU 50s, we got high torque spindles, really made for cutting the inconels and pushing. But as a company, we machine everything, across the shop floor, from cast iron all the way through to the exotic alloys. We have a complete mix. And that's the industries we work in. Aerospace we spoke a lot about, but there's a railway industry, we manufacture our own products, so we design and manufacture our own products for different markets as well. So there's always something different going through the system on materials.
Can you elaborate on what kind of your own product you're manufacturing? I'm curious to know.
We do a lot of work holding. So we do a lot of work holding, accessories. So we started to design, we did that during the COVID period. So we're engineers and things, so we wanted to design. So we did it for ourselves, personally for ourselves, for across the shop floor to help with 5S. And then we added, you know, a distributor in the UK, a couple of distributors in the UK, a couple of distributors in the US, and it did really well. It still does well. You know, it's a good product, and slowly we were always shipping out somewhere across the globe.
Fantastic. So you solved your own problem and then made a
Correct,
product out of it.
which is what engineers do, right? They fix their own problem and then they utilize that and then pass it on and share it to everyone else. But we see a lot of our products when we watch MTD videos across the UK. We see a lot of our products being used and in the US also. So it's always nice to see, knowing that it's manufactured and designed by Aaran.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at these machines as well?
Sure. So we've got two DMU 50s. So 70 bar coolant pressure, mainly purchased for the aerospace products to cut exotic alloys, high tolerance machining, and then we've got the UMC 750, which is more, I guess, of a job shop type machine. The tolerances won't be a DMG standard, but say selective on what work you put on it. But
One of my observation is that I don't see a lot of female engineers in factories, but in your company I've seen that you are giving chance to female engineers as well.
Absolutely. I guess, without counting, I guess 30% of our workforce will be female.
Wow.
And that's not just in office or in quality. That's across all the 5-axis milling, HMCs also, 2-axis turning, multi-axis turning. We have them everywhere. That they're equal to everyone.
Definitely. And a good thing is, it's a very good change. You are bringing in this industry, and not only for the industry overall. You are doing good for the society, Indian society also. You are giving back to the Indian society.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really good.
I've seen it. There's no doubt. Our plan is to get to 50-50.
That's right.
And that's always been the plan. Whether we get there and we can find enough people, that's the next opportunity, next option we'll have. But the plan would be a 50-50 split, without doubt. That's always been there to do. And I think it's good just to have a diverse, slick workforce as well. It's, yeah.
This is amazing. I mean, hats off to you. This is a really good initiative you have taken. Thank you. So Sam, thank you for the lovely tour for this fascinating factory. You have all the really good infrastructure, talented team, good production systems, here. So what are your future plans now?
I guess our future plans is now our next round of investment in machinery. Now we've got a much bigger facility. We're definitely looking at bigger machines, whether that, more HMCs possible. VTLs is very likely our next investment. We've been looking for some time to add VTLs, turn mills, and then the investment in the people will continue. And then we're looking to add, the next OEM. The next thing, we've got audits coming up for new OEMs, and we're looking to grow that. To grow that side of the business and working directly with the OEMs.
Fantastic. So maybe next time when I'll see more DMG machines, more automation.
It may be a new facility when you come. Let's see how quickly we fill this up and grow. But there's a lot of things in the pipeline I can't talk about. But the future looks really good, and we're excited. We're definitely excited.
I'm sure the future of Aaran 1 is really, really bright. I wish you all the best. Keep growing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for coming again. Thanks.